Hey guys, this is Cam for 15 and I'm back at it with another video for you guys. And this is another My Hero Academia manga chapter review. We're getting a manga chapter review early, and I think it's because it has something to do with Shonen Jump releasing chapters early. So, this My Hero Academia manga chapter, it was kind of fine for what it was. It was fine. It was a decent to good chapter. Nothing really, I guess you could say, major happened. Like, obviously we know at the end of the chapter, it seems like we're getting, we're getting Ochako versus Toga, as well as at the start of the chapter, they showed somebody who we do not know who that is yet, that is apparently flying into the area. So we're just going to find out things. Oh, it's going to be interesting to see where the story goes, but I think for the majority of the part, I think, like I said, when I'll get into the end of the next chapter, at the end of this chapter, I'll probably say maybe next chapter will more than likely be about Ochako versus Toga and that confrontation. And hopefully for that outcome, it doesn't end up bad, because we all know how much we love Ochako. Anyways, let's get off with this manga chapter review. Now, there's the manga chapter is titled Save Tokyo, which, you'll find out how they pay that off. Now we see this big jet flying, and this, the driver of the jet says this: "Are we not there yet? Kindly ensure we arrive within the next 5 minutes." But the driver replies by saying, "Not happening. It's not like where hawks are Mirako. And we're standing while we're flying is too dangerous at speed. Especially since you're not back to full health." So this is obviously a character who is yet to be back to full health. Who is yet to have been recovered. I'm trying to think of somebody. I really am trying to think of somebody that was badly damaged. I can't think of the person. So they're definitely hinting at a hero that we've seen got hurt. I can't think of it at the time. I also do not want to go back, but yeah, it seems like this hero is coming in as a backup reinforcement type of thing, but he still has yet to recover back from, the full health and stuff like that. The shaded hero, the silhouette of the hero says, "At this very moment, countless lives are being lost. Nothing else matters, so don't change the subject. I'm just trying to show my concern here." Anyways, for the next part of the chapter, for the next few manga pages, we just get updates to how far Gigantomachia is really away from the heroes trying to save the people in the suburbs and areas and stuff like that. And, he's going at like insane speed. Now, this one hero actually goes on to say, "This is our failing. These good people just happen to be in the way. We must save their lives even at the cost of our own lives. Why should they have to suffer for our mistakes?" Which is a pretty interesting comment made from that hero, because let's be honest, they kind of have made a lot of mistakes this process. They were naturally prepared for everything happening. Like I said, that one slip up has changed this entire course of this war. Now it cuts back to the League of Villains on Gigantomachia's back, and they have a satellite observing all the other areas. Now, they make a mention of how they see Ochako and Sue. And obviously, we know at the end of the last chapter, Toga wants an answer from them. Well, mostly from Ochako and Deku. But, yeah. So, you just have Toga like, Mr. Compress, give me my gear. I'm gonna go take care of this situation. So she takes off and she leaves and stuff like that. Now, Spinner goes on to say, "Listen, I know we're just a gang of strays who happen to find each other, but you're not the only one feeling messed up over the death of Twice, essentially. The league was the only place he felt he could belong, and the boss probably wants us to stick together. I know that doing as we please is the villain way, but you better come back to us. Essentially, Spinner's telling Toga, like, listen, please do not kick the bucket like Twice. Like, please come back to us. Because obviously the League of Villains don't want another Twice repeat. Even though we know that Ochako might not go that direction. Like I said, it's going to be very interesting to see where they go with this. Anyways, Ochako and Sue are saving people from the building and the rubble and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, you know, they hear this old lady that needs to, you know, that wants the heroes to save her bedridden husband and stuff like that. Now Ochako sees this and, you know, she's like, listen, Sue, you get the people you just saved, take them to safety. I'll go handle this situation and save the grandma and her husband. Which, to the chagrin of probably not, you know, and the crazy thing is this. The old lady says Takio, which is funny enough, the title of this chapter, but she goes on to say, you know, the strength of my legs is thanks to Takio's love. Now they do cut over to Ochako, and I think the reason why she is feeling like that, because we know she has feelings for Deku and stuff like that, so I guess you could say she's determined for that stuff. But then the next thing, which I called it, I knew it was too good to be true, because Ochako says this, he'll be okay because I'm going to save him. And then next thing you know, you see Toga reappear, you know, deforming from her transformed state as the old lady. And it's revealed that, yes, Toga killed the old lady and pretended to be her, which obviously made complete sense that happened and stuff like that. Now, Ochako's shocked to see that it is Toga. Now, Toga kind of goes in there. She's already freaking naked as is. And she goes on to say, it's been forever, Ochako, because let's be real, they really haven't encountered each other for quite a while. The last time they, well, I guess you could say, seen each other face to face, you know, well, in her real body was way back in season 3, you know, when that whole training camp stuff was getting freaking crazy. But really the last time they really seen each other, or Toga seen Ochako, was way back in the overhaul arc. You know, when she tricked Ochako thinking that it was Deku and stuff like that. So yeah, now she goes into this, I'm guessing, this little hut area, this little room area where I'm guessing the old lady was residing and she killed and stuff like that. And Ochako goes in there. Now, Toga goes on to say, I was hoping to chat with Tsuyu too. Because Tsuyu's my cute and precious friend. And with Izuku, I love him when he's all beat up, which is like always. He is so cool. I love how cute you are too, Ochako. I want to be just like you. So you gotta tell me, as the manga chapter ends off, or near the manga chapter ends off, the last page, one of the last few pages, you have Toga charging in with her knife, looking to stab Ochako, and you know, Ochako's blocking it, obviously thanks to her internship training way back, I believe, like season 2 wise. You know, obviously she's much better in hand-to-hand combat than she was when the series first started off. Stuff like this. And then this is when Toga asked the question to Ochako. And she says, what do you want to do to me? And Ochako replies by saying, essentially, you mean you stole that old lady's blood, killed her? just to ask me a question like that. Toga replies like, just to? And then you see the past memories way back, so they come back to the overhaul arc in a reference to Ochako holding Night Eye in his arms, the almost nearly half dead Night Eye and stuff like that. And you know how we knew how she felt about that whole incident and stuff like that, and she feels like she blamed herself for that incident, even though Aizawa told her, look, it's not your fault. Things happened at that point in time. Ochako replies to Toga by saying, listen, I'm trying to save every life I can right now. Understand, Himeko Toga, if you get in my way, then I'm gonna stop you right here, right now. Oh my God! And that's where the chapter ends off. The next chapter will not come out till November 1st, which is 2 weeks, which I predicted. I called that we would be getting a 2-week break after this recent manga chapter because Horikoshi has been going balls to the walls. He's been killing it in terms of just the manga content we've been getting from the Deku stuff, and even at the end of this stuff. You know, this manga chapter, it wasn't, you know, like the last few manga chapters where it's like, oh, really, really freaking good. It's still a good manga chapter, nevertheless. That cliffhanger with what it seems like we're gonna lead into, we're gonna get Toga versus Ochako. I guess you can say the two lovers of Deku, in a way, one crazy lover of Deku and the one lover of Deku who really does like him, like heart to heart. And dude, man, you know, Ochako has come so far as a character, man. And you know, we've been there from where she started. It looked like at first she was probably gonna be like just Deku's love interest character. But you know, they give her the character, you know, the character development about, you know, wanting to be a pro hero in season 2. And then all this other stuff. And you know, she isn't featured as much here and there in the storyline. She definitely is, you know, a side character that is like, you know, there are moments that are big, and then you see her side of her story on what she wants to do. And you know, we know that, you know, the character moments from the season 2 stuff, you know, the season 3, you know, aspect where she quote unquote drops her feelings for Deku because she wants to focus on being a pro hero, even though technically they still hint at her having feelings. You know, the whole overhaul, you know, incident from that and her feelings towards that. And I think this is where we're gonna get the real in-depth character development, and they can really take it this way, especially if they have her beat Toga. And I hope that Ochako is one of the heroes that does not kick the bucket. I really do believe, I feel like this is going to be a battle that's going to be, you know, a back and forth battle between these two characters, but with Ochako barely coming out on top. And I can definitely see where Toga's like, you're not gonna kill me. And Ochako's gonna be like, I'm not gonna kill you. And I can see Ochako saying, why would I kill you? You know, you're a villain. I have to stop you. And stuff like that. I definitely don't see Ochako dying. She's not one of my characters in this arc that I predicted would die. But hey, Horikoshi could always flip the script and surprise us. But I think Ochako will definitely win this fight. Not easily. I think she'll win this fight just damn near almost losing her life in the process. And she'll be definitely all banged up in this aspect. But I think this is when we're gonna get the character development. And who knows, maybe we get a little bit more character development when I guess she taps into, you know, her powers and stuff like that more. And it's gonna be very interesting because, you know, we've seen other characters like a Bakugo and Todoroki and certain other characters get into fights. We've seen Ochako get into fights and be innovative with her fights, like the fight with Bakugo. But we haven't been seeing her in a fight where she's fighting for her life, essentially. And it's gonna be interesting to see where that goes. But I just gotta say this. That last line by Ochako was probably one of the most badass, if not the most badass, best lines Ochako has said in this series. And I cannot wait for November 1st to get here because I want to read the next manga chapter to see that fight. And again, like I said, it sucks that This is the last manga chapter of October, but again, I don't know what more you can ask for Horikoshi. Like, if you're gonna get mad at Horikoshi or get mad for a break, listen, this man Horikoshi deserves a break, a 2-week break, before he gets back to making this manga, because he's been killing it and he deserves it. I've honestly said it, like, I would not be shocked if we're getting a 2-week break, you know, after this manga chapter, because Horikoshi has been overworking himself and he has been doing a phenomenal job. So, you know, November 1st is going to be, you know, in 2 weeks. And I believe November 1st is on a Sunday as well, as I'm checking my calendar on my phone. Yes, November 1st is on a Sunday. So we're literally going to be on a 2-week hiatus for My Hero Academia. And it's going to suck, but hey, we can deal with it. My Hero Academia will come back in November, and, you know, we'll be back to reading the My Hero Academia manga. But yes, this was a good chapter. Not as good as the past few chapters, but still good nevertheless. There's a hero that we know who's been damaged, is returning. And we're getting the fight between Ochako and Toga. I also do wonder if Sue is going to show up. Property's going to show up and maybe save the day when it looks like Ochako might almost die. That could also be another theme there too. So we're just going to have to find out what happens next when November 1st comes out. For My Hero Academia manga chapter 289. Damn! And after that, we'll get it to 290, and we're going to be only 10 chapters away from chapter 300. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully you guys had a great rest of your day or evening when you're turning the video. If you liked the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on who the mysterious hero that's coming back to the battlefield could be. As well as your thoughts on Toga versus Ochako. Do you think Ochako will, you know, keel over and die and kick the bucket and she'll be one of the characters that dies? That would definitely be... Man, that would definitely be a ballsy move. That would definitely be a ballsy move. As well as hit that subscribe button to get more My Hero Academia content. Whether it's dealing with the upcoming Season 5 coming out in spring 2021, or more manga chapter reviews. But anyways, I'm the guy here. I'll see you guys on the next video. Until then, guys, peace.